I'm anti-prenup. I believe that's what I'm trying to ask you.
It's all about protection, though, Acho.
You need protection from a person you just vowed your life to?
Yo, this is what I don't like that you're doing.
Uh-oh. What am I doing?
I keep saying it.
That's
You
crazy.
guys are living in this black and white area. Y'all don't live in the gray, like the real world where people got real feelings. If you before you were married and you accumulate all this money and fame and success, and then you meet somebody, you start loving her, and now we get married, do you think that's okay to get a prenup? The stuff that you got even before you even knew the lady?
That's where I'm at.
Hold up. Excuse my language. So you that too? You married that matters to you too? Like before I even knew her, and I got all this money and all that. Oh, that's crazy.
So,
What part?
That's crazy.
Exposed.
I'm good.
look,
Good luck. And your wedding, your marriage. I'm gonna be there too. I'm gonna be there for you.
Look, man, moving forward, we got to talk about my quarterback. So Dak Prescott and his fiance have reportedly called off their wedding over a massive prenup standoff. After securing a historic $240 million contract, Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott and his fiance Sarah Jane Ramos were supposed to be celebrating their upcoming April wedding. The rumor is that Dak spent the last few months pushing hard for a rock-solid prenup to protect his new bag, and she flat out refused to sign it. That underlying tension finally boiled over into a massive screaming match right on the yacht, leading to their entire wedding being permanently shelved. If she really walked away just because he wanted to protect his contract, did Dak actually dodge a massive bullet here?
Can I give a hot take?
No, he definitely dodged the bullet because it's disrespectful for her to even get mad about something like that. When he created Dak Prescott, she didn't. You joining into his life for you to be mad about him protecting his assets is crazy.
Hey,
wow.
But before you get a hot take, how they know all this stuff? This is
Yeah,
this
I
pretty
don't
good.
know. The whole second half of that is just a funny tweet. This is allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. By the way,
this
don't
happened.
nobody sue us.
Because the yacht
Don't
screaming is
nobody
crazy.
sue
I don't know.
us,
How you know?
okay?
Were you on the yacht?
But if I'm
Somebody.
giving a hot take, I'm anti-prenup.
Hey, goofy.
I'm anti-prenup. I believe that if you need a contingency plan for marriage,
Speak on it.
you shouldn't be marrying them.
Oh my God.
If you need to protect yourself from your future partner who you have to lay in bed with every night, the potential mother or father of your children, you shouldn't be marrying them. A prenup to me is like a seatbelt on an airplane. If you need that seatbelt on an airplane, you got way bigger issues than the seatbelt.
But what if you survive a plane crash? What are you talking about? Just because if a plane crashes doesn't mean that automatically going to be at your demise. The seatbelt is still a safety measure. You could possibly get thrown around in there and catch a concussion. It's going to keep you in the seat. I don't understand how a guy that's successful could actually have this much pushback against a prenup. It's crazy.
Airplane going down. So I got money. I'm actually anti-prenup. I understand the thought process behind it, but if you're entering into like a covenant with an individual who quite literally controls your life, you will be asleep next to them every single night. They control whether you live or you die. If you are in the hospital on life support, they dictate if the doctor pulls the plug or does not.
Someone.
And you want a prenup?
Yo,
I'm just anti.
This is and I don't know what it is, but lately we just been disagreeing.
Are
you kidding me?
Yeah.
I stand with Dak and the number 4 Cowboy church right here. What? Okay.
He tweaking.
Do you got a car?
Of course.
Do you drive?
Of course.
Do you drive every day?
Of course.
Okay, bet. Do you look to get in a car accident?
Never.
Oh wait, do you have car? Do you have insurance? Car
Of course.
He wants to get married. He's not looking to get a divorce. But if that might happen, I've got security. Same way when people got a car insurance. You got a car, you drive every day, you see it every time. And even if I get in a car accident, I'm protected.
Exactly.
All I'm saying is this, man. Like, to make all that type of money, right? And you see times where people get divorced and they talk about the person gets half.
That's
I
wild.
look at the Tiger Woods situation. Tiger Woods, I mean, he was wrong for everything he did. But you gonna give him half though? Half?
And when we talking about an actual covenant, if we talking about back in the day, he mentioned a covenant with someone. Back in the day, you weren't tied to the state. See, church and state supposed to be separate, but we talking about assets that you actually built up from your own personal ambitions and career and what you had to fight tooth and nail for. That's on the line now because our marriage just didn't work out. And there could have been no infidelity. It could have been an amicable split. But guess what? She's still entitled to the money that you made.
Look,
Hold on, I got a rebuttal. I got a rebuttal.
This is
Because
crazy.
here's the difference.
For the
For the car. When you buy you a whip, you already know a car accident is potentially inevitable because there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of drivers on the road.
I've never got a car accident.
Hundreds of thousands, if not
I've been
millions.
driving since I've been 16
But
years old.
Shady, what I'm trying to tell you is,
Bro, he lost.
if you are relating a marriage to a car accident, the marriage is between two individuals, of which you play 50%. A car accident, you do not play 50%. You could literally get T-boned sitting at a stoplight. You could get fender benders sitting at a stoplight. So to me, 2-5,
Nah, you wrong, dog.
I'm not suggesting that an accident
Your
cannot
comeback
occur.
was weak. I thought you have a good one. That was a good one.
It was weak because you can get T-boned by your wife, or let's say you're the woman and you're successful, and the guy emotions just flips or whatnot. You can get T-boned by him as well.
I'm not saying an accident can't occur. I'm just saying, Shady, if you get married and you have to put a contract in play, then why are you getting married? That's what I'm trying to ask you.
It's all about protection, though, Acho.
You need protection from a person you just vowed your life to?
Yo, this is what I don't like that you're doing.
Uh-oh. What am I doing?
If you look at, there's a lot of people that get married, love each other, and they get divorced. It happens all the time.
Yep.
So if you know that, right, in the event that it does happen, why not protect yourself? There's nothing wrong with that. And another thing about prenups that people don't understand, it protects me,
And you.
but it also protects you.
I'll protect you.
Her, I'm saying.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know what her assets are, what she got. I don't know what money she got in her account.
I don't
But whatever
want
she got over there is protected.
I don't want
And
her.
the same thing with him. Yeah, this is crazy though, dog. That's wild.
get in
yo.
here,
Can
Karen.
another unmarried jump in here?
Get in here,
First
Karen.
and foremost, I am very pro prenup. I'm very pro prenup. Do I think I'll get one myself? I don't know yet, but I
Hold
am
on,
pro.
then.
Now listen,
Hold
listen.
Maybe the success level is not there yet. See, dating and marriage is still going to be dependent upon what time period you're in your life, how much money you actually have. I think prenups make a little bit more sense. When the money is really high, it's going to make a lot more sense. Like a Dak Prescott to $250, $300 million contract. That's a whole lot different than somebody that just working maybe more average or still above average lifestyle. It might not be as necessary to get a prenup.
You can't say I'm very pro prenup,
Listen.
but you not pro enough to get it yourself.
I don't know the situation, right? If I'm talking to a woman that I feel like is maybe at the same financial status and or success that I
It'd
am
be
at the
different.
time of
It'd
getting
be
married, I think I probably wouldn't get one at that moment, because after that, if I go on to make multi-millions and I go on to be extremely successful, she was there and supported me through that. I feel like at the end of the day, we're sharing our lives together. That's an okay thing to have. For you,
That's a day
Acho,
one.
to be sitting here,
Yeah.
millions. You know what I mean? Crazy bread. Not to pocket watch, but like crazy bread. For you to be sitting there and being like, yeah, I'm not going to get one. What?
Straight up goofy.
I think there is a bunch of women that are probably watching this show.
Something.
Not ones that you would want to talk to that are plotting now.
Scheming.
Excellent.
See, that's what it is. See, I ain't gonna lie. Acho, he playing a game right now. See, this is all a game to get more women, because the women are gonna hear that and say, "Oh my God, he has such a good heart. I need to DM him. I'm gonna DM him. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna see if I could possibly get out there with him, because he wouldn't make me sign one." He's playing the game right. Look at him, how the smile is. He definitely trying to get the DMs up.
But I promise you. That's exactly what they
Exactly.
they sitting there just like that. Because what are you talking about?
Bro, you got But here's
bro.
the thing. Here's the thing. You have to use more diligence on the front end. Like, don't fly Spirit Airlines.
Whoa.
Now, Spirit Airlines of all the airlines actually hasn't crashed, but you got to use more. You got to use more diligence on the front end.
Spirit fly.
The dilemma is not enough people using diligence on the front end. If you think both, if cheating is a non-negotiable, and you
Yes.
think you're liable to cheat, or you marrying somebody who's liable to cheat, well then yes, get you a prenup.
Yeah.
If cheating is a non-negotiable in that relationship, but
yeah.
if you all are equally
People
committed.
change, but people change. People change.
That's my thing, though.
And
People
high
do
games.
change.
I know people that was in love, like love, and then, you know, they still are friends now that they're divorced. It happens all the time. My mom and dad been married for mad years, and they super tight still, you know. But if you ask my mom, ask my dad, it was tough. And some
The
people,
compatibility issues that we have today is so problematic. It is probably best for a lot of guys I hate to say this, to not get married. And it's coming from a guy that's married. I still think marriage is a beautiful thing. But here's the thing about it. When you're a Dak Prescott, when you're an above average guy, usually the women that flock around you, they're not with you for the right reasons a lot of the time. See, Dak knows things about her behind the scenes that we don't know, which is what said, you know what? I need to prenup her because she acts too much like a Barbie all the time. Granted, I know he had kids with her, but we sometimes think more logically and say we want to keep the family together opposed to breaking it apart. But I think he knows if he is to marry her, make her an actual honorable woman, a wife, that it might have a risk involved with it. And it's the compatibility is so on and off, and people are so fickle, people can't stick things out. I think if you're just going off logic, from risk to reward, the risk is possibly way too high.
People, they stick to it when it's tough, or they walk away. I think some of that is who you are.
Yeah.
I might love this person to death, but when things get hard, I'm not used to fighting back. I'm used to running. I think people don't get a lot of counseling, yo. Like, this is just me talking you know, I'm a psych major. I don't know if you guys remember that. I'm a psych major. And when there's certain traumas that hit you, right?
Yeah.
And you don't know how to deal with it, you might, the easy thing for you to do is walk away.
Yeah.
But we married, we can't do that. So it's bigger than just about some money and all that. It's bigger than that.
My thing is, if divorce rates are already high, 50%, whatever the case may be, one, a prenup is just going to enhance or accelerate your opportunity for divorce. Because if you got a prenup, you're already just sitting here like, oh, I got an easy way out. That's my first thing. My second thing, realistically speaking, I don't think, and this is just my experience, I care less about money than I care about the relationship, than I care about the kids, than I care about the nuclear family, than I care about a two-parent household that my kids can grow up in.
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm not as concerned about money. I've been fired from jobs before, and shout out to everybody sitting to my left, to my right, and everybody in the back. We've created a 7-figure entity. We can make money.
Yeah.
I can make money. Do I want to find a new wife? Do I want to find new kids? That to me is harder. Finding money hasn't been hard for me. Finding more family, more stability, to me, that's harder than finding money.
That's your question.
Money you can find.
So you always
Clifton Powell goddamn lost about 10, 12 million. We can ask him how his recovery was.
So another thing is, you know, when I talk to you, right? That's why I've been trying to tell people, like, everybody's different. You speak like somebody that comes from a good household, that have money. What happens if you didn't grow up like that? And now you ain't never have nothing. So now you finally get something. You're like, all right, I'm gonna protect this fully. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I think we can look at things differently, because I know some dudes that like, man.
But you came from that household.
I'm just saying.
Two-parent home, married
Yeah, but I'm
parents?
talking about in general, just having money,
Got
not
you.
having money. Like, I never want to go back to not having no money, because I seen what that looks like. And then we wasn't like project poor or nothing like that. I'm just saying, I know people that had $0, okay? And now they got money and want to protect it. Another thing I want to ask you is, because you said like you can always make money again and all that, right? But what if your financial advisor said, look, man, yo, everything he tells me, I believe, because I never want to go back to not having no money at all.
Yeah.
You see all these horror stories about these athletes. If you notice, the 4 things that they go broke, divorce is one of them.
Check.
Yep.
Child sports and all that's one of them.
Yeah.
Investing in restaurants.
Oh, wow.
And I think the last one is
I
like
didn't know
gambling
about
or something like
restaurants.
that. So knowing that divorce is one of them, and your financial advisor, you pay all this money to protect all
Like, you niggas can't cook.
your assets and build this big kingdom you got of money, and he says, yo, we gonna get a prenup no matter what. You believe in him, you trust in him.
Yeah.
So why would you do it?
Go ahead.
Can I push back on two
Don't get
things
quiet,
for you,
man.
Shady? So,
Nah, don't get quiet now, Akko. What he's saying doesn't make any sense. The other brother is speaking facts, man. We have to still go into it with some form of protection. We can't just be straight blinded and say, you know what, I'm just going in straight for love. That's it. If it's just love, why even go into dealing with the state? Let it be a covenant with God. If you that deep into your religion, let it be a covenant with whatever temple or whatever type of synagogue or whatnot that you're a part of. That's what you need to be goddamn sharing your actual love with that person and that covenant and that spiritual guidance, instead of actually saying, you know what, I'm gonna get the courthouse involved, this paper or whatnot. If we split, we got all our money tied together. And like you said earlier, it's to protect both of y'all.
And that thing, man.
The married man.
so number one, the situation you brought up where sometimes the love just grows apart, right?
It happens.
I don't think you, in theory, should need a prenup. If we can end the marriage amicably, then we can walk away and it doesn't have to be vitriolic. And it's like,
never-
I want 50% of what you got. I was
real quick, but it never
hope
happens
that.
like that though.
No, you can't say never. When two people love each other and they just grow apart, that is a very different
what about
divorce than somebody that got caught
I
cheating.
know, but if
I think the chances are a little bit slimmer for the amicable splits, but it does happen. But we do know of a lot of the messy ones.
Or had a mistress, or
But if you have all this, and I don't have as much, but we're together, so it's like we have it all.
Yep.
And then you take your piece, you got all your big stuff, and I got my little bit of stuff.
Yep.
She might not like that.
yeah,
Or he might not like it, whoever it is. So,
Yeah.
bro, that happens.
Yeah.
We are human beings that have real emotions.
yep, that's
You
fair.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now she's like, well, he or she, my life will be different. Now, you know, I'm watching what I'm buying. I'm watching my monthly spending.
Yeah.
But with you together, I never watched that.
Yeah.
That matters though.
Okay, so
I ain't had enough of my nails and these trips that I used to go on when we were together and whatnot. And I still gotta upgrade the car every year like I used to. You gotta keep all that stuff up. You know, that's usually in alimony packages, the way you have to maintain the lifestyle that she had while she was with you. You know how scary that is for a super successful guy to maintain a chick's lifestyle that he don't even have access to anymore? Crazy.
my second pushback would be, why get married?
That part.
Because you want to be with it. Because
No, ain't no, cause I want to, no, it ain't no, cause
That
not,
part.
why get married?
Bingo.
Why just not stay
single.
Stay single. Just live
Just be in
together.
a partnership.
Do all the married things.
You know what y'all
be
doing?
together. Live together. Do all the. Just
could
don't
see
get
something
married.
good. Shady.
I keep saying it.
That's
You
crazy.
guys are living in this black and white area. Y'all don't live in the gray. Like the real world where people got real feelings.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah, that's it.
If
You can have real feelings and not get married.
But hold on.
bro,
But to
what?
Shady's point, if we want to talk about real feelings, you also have to acknowledge what a prenup is communicating.
Yeah.
Now,
From the jump as
whether
the
or not
foundation
you care
of your
about
marriage.
communicating that is one thing, but a prenup is communicating, hey, there is a chance this ends.
Well, also,
and to me, I don't want to step into something
That is not the foundation you want your marriage built
with a
on.
chance of it ending.
Yo, what's
Yeah.
good?
So why is church and state combined together then? You so okay with putting finance together, but why are you not okay with accessing a prenup that's available to you to protect the same finances that you just combined when it's supposed to be a covenant with God? You can keep the state out of it, but you choose to do it anyway. So why not access the prenup? It's crazy, man.
Yo, let me ask
Can
a
I-
question though. I want y'all
Crazy.
for real to y'all too, 'cause y'all really on this topic. Give me two things in life that's guaranteed. That's guaranteed is going to happen.
Death.
That you know is going to happen.
Death.
Is one of
That's
them.
it.
Taxes.
That. Them two things.
Yep.
So you can guarantee that these things are going to happen.
Yep.
That's it. That's it. So everything else you can't guarantee. I want to be with her forever because I love her. But I can't guarantee you that's always going to happen.
But
That's
can't
true.
I?
'Cause you can't.
But can't I guarantee you if it's not a
You
I
just
want to
told-
be with you,
Come
I
on.
love you,
You
it
just
will
told,
end.
no. You just told me.
Cook 2-5.
You and your light guy with the good hair just told me.
My dog back
There's
here.
only two things in life that's guaranteed.
Yep.
Right?
Correct.
So you can't talk about no other guarantee than that. You get what I'm saying?
Fair.
You're protecting yourself.
Okay, let me chime in- let me
just
chime in here
protect
real quick.
yourself from marriage.
Chime
Just
in.
don't
Chime
get
in.
married.
Listen,
Let me
behind
chime
the
in
bar.
here real quick. Just because we live in the United States of America.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
we do.
The divorce rate in the United States of America
high.
is very high.
High.
It's an estimated 41% of first marriages
almost
will
50.
end in divorce. Second and third marriages, that number climbs to 60 and 73% will end in divorce if that happens. Now, obviously, we all don't foresee that circumstance being for ourselves, but
Wait, could you say the latter half of that stat again?
second marriages are a 60% chance of ending in divorce.
So
Third
it
marriage
increases
it
after
increases
the first
after
one.
the first one. Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
just bank it. Yeah,
No,
I'm
no,
just
no.
bank it.
Wow.
Please
I'm
continue.
just what I'm saying. But listen.
Please continue.
But you feel like you got a checkmate on that. It's getting worse after you done divorced.
Still, first marriages,
Yep.
estimated 41% of them in
Yep.
the divorce is what they're saying. So, I mean, 61% of, I'm sorry, goodness gracious, my numbers. Yeah, 69%. I said 59.
59.
What am I saying? I don't know my name. Look, 59% of marriages will be successful,
Yep.
but the other 41% will be ending in divorce, according to these studies, right? My thing is, I can control me.
I can't control
I am the
you.
only person I am in control of.
True.
That woman could fall out of bed, hit her head, and her brain chemistry could be altered. Next thing you know, I'm not the person. She doesn't have the same value. Whatever it is, things could change.
That is true.
And if I don't think I'm gonna get one simply because I think I'm gonna get with someone before I end up making all of the crazy money. But
He hit on a big point. The time period definitely does matter. The game that you have to play is going to change when you dating in like your early, your late teens to early 20s to your 30s, 40s, 50s. It's going to be a big different game that you got to play, and I think that's going to be up to the person each time period, but you're not playing the same game in every time period.
I think if you're in a situation like a Dak Prescott where you just signed a $240 million deal, he already has 2 children with the woman. The woman is going to be financially taken care of.
He got 2 kids.
If you're in his situation, if you're in a situation like Acho, I think you should do your due diligence to protect your assets moving forward. Simply because people can change, and you already have a pre-established amount of wealth that you're walking into this relationship with.
Somebody call on me.
Hold on. So he has 2 kids with that woman. So I understand why he's trying to go ahead and get married, because what it does is it cleans up his image. Marriage does make a guy, a successful guy, look better or whatnot. Family man, wholesome, the whole 9. But here's the downside to that. You know that woman better than anybody else does. Just because you had kids with her and you stayed with her, that means you're trying to be a good guy. Make sure you keep your family together. That woman could still have bad characteristics that might not be conducive for a family. So now he's in a tough spot to say, hey, do I keep you as a long-term girlfriend, or do I elevate you up to wife status, but you possibly can F me over because I know what you do behind closed doors? Which is why a prenup would be smart in that situation. The man don't want to tear apart his family, but at the same time, he want to protect that 250 or 300 M's. She's still gonna be straight regardless. And I mean, that's the thing about it. You can negotiate prenups to where it's like, hey, I'ma still give you something, but you ain't getting all of it. Man, I'm not mad at it at all.
On me, thank you. But what's your biggest asset? Your spouse. Your biggest asset is your spouse.
I hear that.
So if you want to talk about protecting your assets, not just protecting them physically, it's also protecting them emotionally and protecting the foundation of that relationship.
Okay.
So to me, a prenup is not necessarily protecting the emotional aspect of your spouse.
Yes.
Now, if your spouse is chilling, your spouse comes from multi-millions too, and she's like, oh, prenup this, prenup that, bet y'all are on the same page. But to me, you said something fascinating, Trey. I'm going to steal it from you. First marriage ends in divorce 41% of the time. Mm-hmm. Second marriage ends in divorce 60+% of the time. That is because more than likely you have now already garnered in your mind that divorce is something that is okay. So that thus it increases.
Yep.
A prenup is also communicating divorce is something that is okay.
Yes.
So to me, it's just like you are already entering into a situation with an escape route.
That's not true.
Can I ask this question?
You can answer.
I don't believe that's an escape route, because so you saying that marriage is supposed to be the destruction of your finances. That's ultimately what he's saying. If he's saying that you trying to have a prenup is already saying that you're going to get a divorce, why can't you protect your assets that you actually built before getting to someone that you don't know 100%? Or if they could be playing a character for all this time, you just don't know.
Whatever you want to follow your show.
If you before you were married and you accumulate all this money and fame and success, and then you meet somebody, you start loving her, and now we get married, do you think that's okay to get a prenup? The stuff that you got even before you even knew the lady?
That's where I'm at.
Hold up. Excuse my language. So you that too? You that matters to you too? Like before I even knew her, and I got all this money and all that. Oh, that's crazy.
So
What part?
That's crazy.
Exposed.
Bro. I'm good.
look,
I good luck. And your wedding, your marriage, I'm gonna be there too. I'm gonna be there for you.
You and Shady gonna be there?
That's crazy though, cause come on, man.
look, man.
I do. Here's what I think.
I think he
If you have money and you're on the side of no prenup, you just got to be hella diligent.
But the thing is, this
that's what marriage should be about anyway. You shouldn't be rushing into a marriage with anyone that you cannot trust with your life. You would not lay down your life for, and that you don't, that you aren't committed.
But the problem is, like, y'all live in this white and black area. Y'all live in a real where people they love their husband, they love their wives, and they got friends, and something wrong happens in a relationship, and maybe the friends that are influencing them the wrong information. We all have friends where, like, damn,
true,
they get bad stuff in your ear. Now you start believing the narrative. You start believing that. That happens in real life.
That woman, bro, the marriage can happen and she can get the ring, and man, she can start acting like an asshole. I don't know why they feel like people don't change, and you feel like you know someone. Y'all are constantly changing every 5 to 10 years while being with someone. Y'all are both changing, and y'all not gonna change on the trajectory of more unison. Y'all might change in different aspects away from each other, because y'all not gonna spend 100% of y'all time together. So let's say she going through her phase, you going through your phase, and let's see she to the point where I just can't do this anymore. What do you do then?
Or anything can happen. That's what I'm saying. Anything can happen. Yeah. My problem is, y'all like that can't happen. Y'all act like it can't happen. Like, people have real feelings and emotions.
It definitely can.
Yeah, like anything can happen. So
I definitely can. I think
for you to get a prenup, there's nothing wrong with that, because look, it protects both of us.
I think where Acho's coming from though too is
tripping, yo.
I do realize that it's a possibility. I'm not blinded to the fact, but if that does become my reality, I'm more so grieving the relationship or the holy vow that I place forward.
That's what it is
more
for
than
me.
I am the assets, the money.
That's where I'm at.
And I hear that though. I agree with that.
If I get married and get divorced, mind you, I don't. My parents been married maybe 44 years. Sister's married, other sister's married, brother's married. And so like I haven't seen divorce. That's not something that I want.
Me either.
So like if I
can I say this real quick? Can I cut you off?
Yes, sir.
I know some Hall of Fame players that made a lot of money. They got divorced, and they made some bad decisions financially, right? And then they get divorced. They got no money left.
Yeah.
Think of how that sounds, though. I'm on the field, broken ribs, broken jaws, all type of stuff, bad back, bad knees.
Yep.
Right? Not saying she had no parts of that because she didn't, but she was there with me.
Yeah.
And now we have a divorce, and now half my assets is going to half.
Let me ask
she
you
was
this.
there for the ups
Do
and
you
the
think
downs,
though?
though, too.
Do you think though 2-5 though
You guys the
because
same?
hold on, no 2-5.
She was there for the
Do
whole
you
time.
think? Do you think it's because?
See, and those are double statements that we still not mad at. Like she was, like you see how he tried. She was there the whole time, bro. Man, you was a warrior out there on the field. Could have lost your life, regardless whether she was somebody you can come and bust down, or she could rub your head or rub your feet or whatnot. It is not the same as the internal battle that you gotta face. It ain't her battle. All she gotta do is just hang along for the ride and just do the feminine things that she should come with. To just keep you somewhat happy, but everything else that you're gonna be dealing with, it's gonna be you.
Either because my parents are married, but your parents are married, or do you think it's because I just don't think it's hard to make money?
I think two things. I think one, you never really have, in my opinion, you never had no real struggle financially or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, you went to all boys school that was like paid for, right?
Yeah.
Like that's
Private school, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't
I
sorry.
went to private school, but it was like recruitment type. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then like, you know, your parents got good money. They got doctors and all that. Education's big. You know, your brother, your mom, and your sister, like they got. So you haven't seen that part of like the gray area. Where shit is tough, and we watching what we go and get.
So then, shouldn't I do my best to make sure I don't see that part? Then, like, if you advising me, you got your psychology degree, shouldn't you be like, "Hey, keep doing what they was doing, Ach"?
Yeah,
That would mean you would be somewhat blinded, so you probably would still need to be somewhat careful. Here's the thing about it: I understand what he's saying because you want to go into it, you know, being able to really enjoy true love, but you still need to mitigate risk.
blind to it though, and you in a different light.
Yes.
Like even your brother, he played ball, but I think y'all kind of different because
you
know. You in a space of getting your opinions, and you go at the culture a little bit, right? Your thing is, if it's wrong to me, it's wrong to me. You ain't trying to, which I like. You ain't trying to just fit in. So now it causes chaos. Man, Acho, he this, he that, he ain't with the blacks, or he ain't with, you know what I mean? Because you don't just go with what's cool. You know what I mean? Where your brother, not saying he do, but it's like he's more chill.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on? I'm cool over there. You know what I mean? So, but when we talk about this, like certain things having a real opinion, it's like you're not wrong because that's what you seen. You know what I mean? I see my mom and dad, like, they was great. You know, like, my mom, that was perfect. We one of the only families in the hood that had, you know, two parents together. You know what I mean? Even in school, it was like a thing where I had to fight a lot because they thought we was weak because of that. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm telling you is, you only seen one way.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of your friends growing up, like, they wasn't, none of them dudes, like, project or trying to steal your clothes. You get what I'm saying?
I think it's
so you don't know that part of like, yo, this is all I got. If I had
And people have changed as well. We in 2026. People are not the same as they were 10 to 15 to 20 years ago, 30, 40 years ago.
nothing, and then I got someone's like, yo, I gotta protect this because
yeah, I hear him.
you get what I'm saying? There's no difference.
I want to point out the
seeds.
irony in that none of the four of us are fully qualified to talk on this.
Why
Like,
not?
I'm
You
married.
somewhat.
I'm married.
qualified.
I'm married.
I can't stand when dudes do that. Oh, none of us are qualified to talk about this. Bro, you're a man. You're a man who's slept with women. You've dated. And you're married. So you're definitely qualified. And I think the other guy, I don't know exactly if one of the other guys are married. I know two aren't married yet. But it's like, come on, man. What are we talking about here? If you are able to speak as a man, if you have lived an experience as a man, you can speak on it because you're going to deal with it in some form or fashion. Don't try and stop trying to put normalcy onto so-called professionals, people with certain paper degrees, or you gotta have the certificate to be able to speak on this. Man, I got a lived experience that I have to deal with on my day-to-day. I work, I take care of my kids, my family. What are you talking about? I'm not qualified. This is my life to live. I can't stand when people do that.
But I wasn't, and I'm not rich. I wasn't rich before the marriage, so I didn't have to think about a prenup. Y'all are all rich, including you, Care Bear. But you're not married.
Whoa.
So we all like just kind of partially there to speak on it, but none of us can really wholly speak on it. But our chat feels like they can.
So the chat is going crazy. They was calling y'all suckers.
Well, I get that all the time.
That's crazy.
Permed out Jesus, Italian Jesus, or goddamn Puerto Rican Jesus. Let me stop. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it right there, y'all. I'm gonna leave it right there, man. This was an interesting conversation. I definitely, if I'm rich, I acquired my money, and we're not talking about a day one. I'm not talking about a LeBron and Savannah James situation. We talking about I meet someone after I'm already successful. You know who I am. You've seen my highlights. You've seen me do things that average guys can't do. This is not going to go well when it comes down to how I'm going to, share my money with you. I'm going to just be honest. We're going to have a good time. You're going to be taken care of like I would take care of myself. But when it comes down to the split, the possibility of a split is going to be very different. And that's why I'm not mad at a lot of these guys who get with these women and they keep them as long-term girlfriends sometimes. Or let's say you're going to do a marriage, let it be a covenant through God, through the church, the temple, the synagogue, wherever you're at, let it be through that. But when you talk about adding in church and state, they talk about, well, yeah, man, you shouldn't even be thinking about the prenup, the money part. But you see the people who run the system have already put those two together because they know it's a place to get money. Like, come on. Like, are we just trying to make it even more difficult for ourselves? If you know that the institution fights against you, and we know that, emotions and people can be very fickle. This ain't even just a woman thing. This could be just a you thing as well. If we know, let's say you and the person ain't fully prepared to like really be locked in and it's more of a survival. See, this is the thing about it. I'm glad I just hit on this. It's a survival. It used to be a survival thing. It ain't even about survival no more. It's about just maybe more of a good time. We just here. I'm enjoying myself. You know what? This ain't fun no more. I gotta leave. What? Hold up. I thought we was doing good. Oh, we on a little rough patch, man. We gotta, focus on some. No, I don't want to focus on this right now. I want to do what I want to do. She ain't even listening to you. She don't even treat you like the leader. Any guidance. Man, you playing a dangerous game, bro. I'm gonna be honest, man. Sometimes when you get on them high levels too, the women that they end up having around them, just the proximity, are women who are used to a certain lifestyle. Man, you talking about 250, 300 M, bro. These women ain't even like normal no more. They're not gonna be just more regular women. Their mindset gonna be all skewed and weird and shit. They're gonna be expecting things. They're gonna be thinking that they shit don't stink, which they still do. They're going to pass gas. They're going to take the poops and stuff. Like, they still humans. But when you get to that level, they're going to be treated as if like, I'm better than thou. And that's a scary feeling. So now you're dealing with somebody that's just more of a headache that's just bringing the same shit another one would. It's just dangerous to me. I'm be honest. And I'm married. And, that's why I swear, I think it's the time periods of when you do it, how you do it, how much money you have. All that stuff is going to matter. If I know that's like me being, financially literate. And that's like having certain things in place to make sure I'm max. Man, you could, bro, I guarantee you he making sure that he got certain things in place to maximize how much he paying taxes, where his money's actually going at to make more money for him. Bro, I hate to say that your relationship is damn near going to be somewhat of the same thing. Slightly different, but somewhat of the same thing when you start bringing in the legal side of it and the financial side of it. But I ain't gonna beat a dead horse, y'all. That's my thoughts on it. I want to get y'all thoughts on it because this was a crazy little conversation. I'll make sure I have this link in the description so y'all can watch it in its entirety. Make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, please. It definitely helped greatly for sure. And this is your guy JayBReacts, y'all. Until next time, peace.